Shout out to Trader Joe's for your dark
salted caramel chocolates.
And by dark, she means dark chocolate.
Chocolate.
Delightful.
Mm-hmm. It was really good.
Do I have something weird happening with my lipstick right
now? No, but I thought I did because you did that. Whenever someone touches their face.
Like, yep, right in there.
Wait.
That one. I think I got it. Yeah. So, sometimes we don't look in the mirror. We don't have a makeup team here, so. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to Mamalogues. Mamaloguing.
Yeah.
Ow! So today we're talking about every mother's favorite subject.
Mm-hmm. I forget.
Cold and flu season.
Cold and flu season.
We love the sniffles, us mamas.
Yes.
So hot. Just kidding. No, but seriously though, flu season is upon us. It's coming, I guess,
soon
in
enough.
September. I feel like it keeps getting longer and longer, right?
It's like, yeah. And
when we were growing up, wasn't it just like January to March, and now it's like September to March?
Yeah, it's like September to August.
And basically, flu and cold season exists year round for me because my children are in daycare.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I guess my number one question for you is Henry fully immunized?
He is. We took him to...
Slow claps for parents who are doing the right thing and immunizationing? No, what's the right way?
Immunizing.
Thank you.
Is that right?
Why is that word so hard for me?
I don't know.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
It doesn't. Immunization.
I can see Daniel Tiger sitting there, and he's judging me for my lack of pronunciation skills.
Anyway, it's to help your immune system. So,
right. So
shots.
There's like a lot of rules about shots in schools.
Yeah. Well, there has to be because, Well,
and I think it's really great that your child isn't in daycare, and yet you've still chosen to do the full immunizations.
I do.
There, I said it right. But that's because, a lot of parents who are out of the daycare system sometimes put it off or they stagger it because... What's her name? McCarthy scared the crap out of everyone.
Yeah, Jenny McCarthy.
And then link to
the autism, and then it went.
Yeah.
You know what? I did my thesis in grad school in autism.
Did you really?
I did. Like it was a portion of the research.
Wow.
And
learn a new thing every day.
So no, I mean, so I did a lot of research on it, and
we're talking about the link between autism and immunizations.
Yeah, essentially,
okay.
And yes, it's really scary, and there's a lot of false information out there. So. I completely understand having being scared and nervous about immunizations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I get that.
Not even just the stuff that's going into their body, but watching a 1 week old or 2 week old or however old they are when they get their first rounds of shots, it's hard to watch your child get pricked and cry about it because it's like, I just went out this long canal or was pulled out the side of your body, and now you're going to poke me with needles.
Yeah, actually, it's funny because we say you're a warm bear and I'm a cold fish, but I did cry when my kid had his shots.
She does have emotion.
I do have emotion. I do, and it was actually when he was a little bit older.
Yeah,
because it was the first time he really acknowledged what are you doing to me, and it was horrible. And I was by myself, and I said from then on we're making appointments with Duncan, that's it. I'm not doing it on my own.
It's hard. Or what I'll do is I'll take Colton to one appointment, and then when Michaela has her, Jimmy and I kind of rotates that way. You're not always the parent that's associated with the needles.
Shots. Yeah.
Michaela asks now whenever we're going, are they going to get me with needles this time, Mommy? Is this one going to be shots?
I actually remember being that age and being I mean, you get
my
used
God,
to
I'm not weighing. I'm 34 years old.
I know.
I look really good for my age, you guys.
She does. Well,
it's the lack of Botox.
It's the lack of Botox.
Botoxins. Is that a thing?
Botoxins. It sounds right.
It's the lack of Botoxins.
Botoxins.
Reeling it in here.
Reeling it in.
We understand the fear of the immunizations, but we think that they are a good thing to protect your child from flu season because I recently had a stomach flu thing happen with my son, which now we're going to the whole bacterial versus viral. I'm assuming that he caught something viral on our flight to New Jersey. Mm-hmm. And anyway, a couple days into the trip, he projectile vomited all over me. And I handled it so well, you guys. I mean, when I tell you, he was absolutely fine and was standing across from me and turned around, and my dad was just about to take them outside to go play. And he said, no. And he had this confused look on his face.
Oh.
And I said, do you want to stay here with mommy, buddy? Come here. Come give mommy a hug. And so he's toddling over to me. I'm not even kidding. Arms open. And then stops right in front of me. And all of a sudden he goes, and like it was like the weirdest gagging cough noise I've ever heard. And I was like, what's the matter, honey? And it was like, like, and I'm not kidding, like Exorcist style, like his head should have been spinning. It was horrendous.
Oh my God.
He like once on me, and then I was like, oh! And my arms in the air because it's like going all down my top, and like I'm sitting on my mother's like brand new floors, so I'm like squeezing my legs so tight so vomit doesn't go through my legs and onto the floor, and I'm like yelling, somebody get me a towel! Somebody get me a towel! And my husband and my father and my uncle are all there just like staring at me, and then I'm like, I'm not crying. Then I start laughing, and I'm like, oh my God, because it just keeps coming. Like, he did it the once, and then it was a third time, and then a fourth time.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, it just didn't stop coming out. And like the worst, it looked like what like breast milk looks like when they vomit it, because this is so gross, you guys.
Wait, I'm okay.
I know.
I get so nauseous.
Put on your earmuffs. Put on your earmuffs. So it was a mix of pancakes and milk that he had ate in the morning that had like disintegrated into what looks like curdling breast milk.
Okay.
Is everyone going to throw up now?
No. Yeah.
It was awful, and I should have been screaming and crying and freaking out, and I just I handled it really well for being as over dramatic as I am. But that said, like, these flus are really weird. Like, you never know what's going to come, and his poor little confused face was the worst.
You know what? Oh my God, I know what's coming, and I am like really bad. Like, Henry like coughs, and I'm like, oh my God, should we take you to the doctor? Like, I'm really nervous for this. Because
you never know.
If Henry did what Colton just did, I would be like, oh my God, and just like it feels so bad for him, and not
like this one stomach flu. I mean, that's what I'm calling it, the stomach flu, because that's what I'm seeing. He never had a fever. Mm-hmm. He was pretty much in good spirits the whole day, just like had like the dark circles and was lethargic. Mm-hmm. Then he started getting the diarrhea, and then that went away for like day 2. It seemed like, oh, maybe this was a 24-hour thing. Yeah. We had now since moved into my sister-in-law's house because we kind of bounce around between our family homes, and sent him to bed ahead of everyone else because he needed to get his rest because he's been ill. And my daughter was sharing a room with him on vacation. She opens the door to go to bed an hour later, and she goes, oh, Mommy, I can't go in there. It smells like poop in there. And I was like, what? Like, I thought he was done. I'm not kidding you guys. I went in there, and it was like a blowout from day 1 all over him. It smelled horrific, as if like rotten eggs times 1,000 is the only way I can really try to get it across to you. It hits you in the face when you walked in the room.
I felt really bad for Colton.
It was horrible. I know, because I'm telling the story. And
I'm like, he's going to be like 21 one day, and this video is going to come back to haunt him now.
Right? Well, we had to cut his outfit off of him because he had poop. He had poop all over the bottom of his t-shirt. It was all over the whole pack and play.
Did you go to the doctors?
No.
Really? I would have.
We just assumed it was fine. Because, and here's why. We assume when they have illnesses anymore that the doctor's going to say, you're doing everything right, continue the
it's your second
diet.
Kid.
I mean, with Michaela, we would take her for everything. Yeah. But with Colton, it's like we've kind of been through the rigmarole where it's like, first of all, we're not home, so we're going to have to pay a lot of money to go see the doctor anyway.
Wait.
And it was very...
Why?
Well, because our insurance is not...
It won't cover it there?
I mean, I just assume that when you're out of network that they're going to charge you like $100 like when you go to the hospital.
We went to urgent care and we were just charged $50.
Oh, well, that's not too bad, I guess. Well, either way, I just assumed it's a virus and they're not going to be able to give me anything for it anyway. And it did. After 3 or 4 days, he was done with it. But I then caught the stomach flu. It was awful.
Did you have to have your clothes cut off of you?
Actually, no, I'm just kidding. I wish that I had this wonderful... Here, you want to hold this one?
Oh, yeah.
This wonderful thermometer, which is the Kinsa Smart Thermometer. Is that what it's called? What's it say?
Kinsa.
The world's smartest thermometer with me.
Cool.
Instead, it was sitting in LA waiting for me when I came home. But
it's nice.
Kinsa has sent us these thermometers, and we're going to do a giveaway with Kinsa. I believe that they're going to issue a gift certificate to one of our viewers to get one of these. Mary Beth and I also received one for free from them.
That's
so
nice.
Check back with our blog later, and we're both going to give you our 2 cents on how we like it. But
you put this thing in your phone, right?
Yeah. So
That's
here, let's
cool.
see if we can open it. Is this taped too? You know, guys, why do we tape everything?
I'm going to tell you a little story while she's untaping.
Yes,
it.
please do. device. You have to download the app, it seems, and taking the temperature. But at the end of the day,
you just plug it into the phone.
Yeah. And then it gives you the reading on whatever.
You put it in the baby kids. Yeah.
I think you put it in your. I don't think it's a butthole.
That one's
I think it's a mouth.
That one's not yours.
It goes in your mouth, and then it connects to your phone. So I think that's super duper cool. Thank you, Kinsa.
Yeah, that's actually awesome.
We can't wait to give this a try. We especially want our viewers to be prepared with this beautiful Kinsa thermometer.
And so what Dani's saying too is that, it gets easier with each kid, I guess.
As far as being like nervous about their illnesses?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that, and to the people who only have one child as well, I think that
it's going to be very distressing.
Yeah, I think that they'll agree that, over time, you get over it. One of my very close friends is a one and done mom, and as time has gone on, she's been less and less crazy about when her child is sick, and so I just think with time you lose the crazy a little bit.
I sure hope so.
I was just gonna say, I mean, some of us lose it a little bit easier than others.
Lord,
what else do we want to talk about as far as cold stuff? Like, to me, it's really difficult to tell the difference between a bacterial infection and a viral infection.
Yeah.
And when to go to the doctor. And the most annoying part, which you'll find out eventually when you put your kids into college or something, because I think he's going to live with you forever. No, just kidding. When they're in daycare, they have these rules. They have to be fever-free for 24 hours. I
think these are good rules.
I think so too, but lots of parents don't follow them.
I just think that's rude, and I get it. It does if you're a working parent.
But sometimes, I'm sorry, I think the 24-hour thing is great if it's coupled with he has a fever and he has diarrhea and he's vomiting. Fine, leave him out of school for 24 hours. But if my son is teething,
right,
he's going to have a higher temperature sometimes.
Okay, I mean that's understandable, but the issue is I don't know. How do you know that it's definitely teething?
Good point.
If you are going to a kid zone or anything like that, and you're bringing your sick kid, which I have seen so many times now. Oh yes, and I
unacceptable.
This is another helicopter parent. I give the stink eye. I don't care. I'm like, get your sick kid out of here. You obviously don't need the daycare. That's a different situation, and I get how some people have jobs, and it's like. That's a different thing, but
take your bag of germs and
put it back in the car. Stop coughing all over this toy that my kid's about to pick up, and please. And
also to people who don't have children or people who like to touch other people's children, do me a favor and keep your hands to yourself during flu and cold season, because I just saw you picking your nose, I just saw you coughing, and then you're coming over and you're saying hello to my son and putting your grubby little paws on him.
Another rant.
So good at the rants.
Do you know when I was in New York, when I lived there, I realized how many people pick their nose, and it really grosses me out. I actually have gag reflex to that. It's just so disgusting to me. And
it doesn't bother me if someone picks their nose, but wash your hands.
Okay, I just in general.
You're like my sister-in-law. She's a booger issue.
Yeah, I just. Oh.
Do boogers gross you out?
Oh yeah. Oh, no, I just no, it's not even just a mental, it's a physical reaction to it. And people would pick their nose in the subway sometimes, and I used to tell them, I used to say, I see you, I see what you're doing, stop. And people would look at me
right here,
I'm caught. And I'm like, you're not. You were always caught. Yeah. You were doing this in public.
I do all kinds of things in my car that probably people see, and I don't care. Anyone who says that they don't pick their nose is a liar. So,
no,
she totally picks her nose.
No, the physical.
Does this bother you right now?
Yes. Stop.
I really hope that makes it as our.
Screenshot.
Yeah.
I knew something technical.
Our screenshot. Yes. So, I don't know. Have we made our point?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. We're done. Keep your sick kids at home,
Oh, yeah.
When they come to school or go to wherever in public that you're going where children are welcome, leave your, sick children at home. Be responsible.
Yeah.
better the community.
Yeah.
Before you decide not to before you decide to not immunize your children, just do all your research. Make a sound decision. Don't just see Jenny McCarthy talking about it on TV and think, she seems like a smart person. Jimmy caught me. This is so bad. He caught me yesterday. I was giving Colton a kiss.
Oh, wait. I was itching the outside. Keep going.
Okay. I was giving him a kiss because he was being really sweet yesterday, which is very rare. And after he gave me the kiss, I went, and Jimmy caught me.
That's so disgusting.
And he was like, ew, why are you saying And I was like, he's like, you're such a creep. And I was like, no, I'm not. Like, his little lips are so sweet. And I just love when he gives me kisses. And I don't even, like, he kind of did like a really cute, like, bit my lip.
No, though, that's really cute. I love it when they kiss too, but I just don't make freaky noises. We better wrap this up because I hear sirens. I think I'm picking Danny up now.
Social services is on their way to my home as we speak. Well, guys, thanks for joining us. Please don't forget to subscribe. Yes. We really appreciate you guys watching, but you're helping us even more if you subscribe to our channel. And then visit us on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter and on StumbleUpon and on Bloglovin. We got it all. Thank you, guys. Bye.